Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. Let's talk about visual scanning and collision avoidance. Let's develop an understanding of how to live in a VFR world. The relationship between a pilot's physical condition and their vision. Many things can affect your vision. Being sick, medicine, stress, tired, upset, hypoxia, diet, lack of vitamins, lack of oxygen, motion sickness. The old I am safe. It talks about a lot of that stuff, huh? Environmental conditions that degrade vision. It's very sunny. It's night. There's lots of snow out there. Lots of water. Heavy rain. Haze. Dirty windows. Bugs in the windows. Burning leaves. Smog. As for this, I have a whole another section. We could always look at that later. See and avoid concept. So in the FARs, let's read it. 91.113 right of way rules. When weather conditions permit, regardless of whether an operation is conducted under instrument flight rules or visual flight rules, vigilance shall be maintained by each person operating an aircraft so as to see and avoid other aircraft. When a rule of the section gives another aircraft the right of way, the pilot shall give way to that aircraft and may not pass over, under, or ahead of it unless well clear. Traffic at 12 o'clock. In the air, other planes around is called traffic, just like having other cars around when you're driving is traffic, right? We should be looking and thinking clear right, clear left, clear rear. Uh, and when talking about where the planes are at, it's like you're standing on a clock. So if there's a plane at 3 o'clock, that's to your right. If there's a plane at 9 o'clock, that's to your left. And we're really concerned when there is a plane at 11, 12, or 1, especially in they're within a couple miles. Proper visual scanning procedure. Remain alert to all traffic movement within the field of vision. Periodically scan the entire visual field to ensure detection of conflicting traffic. Use short, regularly spaced eye movements, bringing successive areas of the sky in the central visual field. No more than 10 degrees per movement. Observe for at least 1 second. Peripheral vision can be useful in spotting collision threats. At night, visual search depends almost entirely on your peripherals. Relationship between poor visual scanning habits and increased collision risk. If you cannot see it, you cannot avoid it. And there have been mid-air collisions, and luckily this plane was able to still land. Proper clearing procedures. Let's talk the FAA words. There are many different types of clearing procedures. The essential idea of the clearing turn is to be certain that the next maneuver is not going to proceed into another aircraft's flight path. Some pilot training programs have hard and fast rules, such as requiring 2 90-degree turns in opposite directions before executing any training maneuver. Other types of clearing procedures may be developed by individual flight instructors. Whatever the preferred method, the flight instructor should teach the beginning learner an effective clearing procedure and insist on its use. The learner should execute the appropriate clearing procedure before all turns and before executing any training maneuver. Proper clearing procedures combined with proper visual scanning techniques are the most effective strategy for collision avoidance. Proper clearing turns, my words. I will typically fly 135 degrees left, scanning up and down. I ask the other person to look with me as 4 eyes should be better than 2. Then return to the starting point and do the same to the right. Radar and ADS-B are great tools, but remember there are many airspaces where somebody can have a home-built airplane with just the engine. So it is good to use all of your tools, including the other people. Importance of knowing aircraft blind spots. Anywhere there's metal on the body, there is a blind spot, even if small. The wings, whether high or low, will create huge blind spots, depending on doing right traffic, left traffic. Whether you have high wings or low wings can make a difference. Never mind, when looking behind you. If you drive through downtown Atlanta, 75, 85, you will find every blind spot in your car. I guarantee it. Okay, relationship between aircraft speed differential and collision risk. The faster you are, the more likely you will have an uh-oh in busy areas. Also, if you're in an area where there are lots of faster planes departing, such as PDK, which also has parallel runways, got to be extra vigilant. Uh, One situation is you're on a Cessna 150 and a Bonanza is coming behind you. That's happened to me in my own neighborhood. Or you could be in a 182 RG, wheels up, and you're coming up on a Cub. That's also happened to me when I was flying the faster plane. Situations that involve the greatest collision risk. Falcon Field on a nice day, no tower, lots of students, flocks of RVs. You're just trying to get it in the pattern. Yeah, that can be very difficult. You got to keep extremely vigilant. The closer you are to the ground, the more likely there is action, especially in busy patterns. More action means better have more vigilance. Anytime there's good weather, and you're not going to be the only one thinking it's a good time to go fly. And country airports can be great when you're alone, but you might not be, and the other person has a home built with no radio, uh, such as when I was around Cedartown. And also, here's a Cedartown story: is I had the foggles on, doing instrument training, passed the VOR, and my instructor said, "Turn left, turn left, turn left, 90 degrees, 90 degrees." And I said, "Why?" He says, "Because there's somebody falling out of the sky, as in parachuting. Don't want to hit anybody. Human striking the plane would be a bad day for everybody." And with that, any questions?